Hi, this is Shonda Divine Love and Light, the host and the founder of Shonda Divine Love and Light, with my host JD.
Hey,
and we have Patrick as a guest. Waiting for him to chime in. Jay, so how your day been?
Been interesting.
Hi, Patrick. Thanks for joining us.
What's up, everybody?
What up?
Hello?
We're going to talk about, Patrick, we're going to talk about the energies, and we're going to talk about how the coronavirus, and we'll go from there.
Okay. So, tell me this.
Patrick, you got a lot of feed in the background.
I'm sorry. I can't control the feedback, y'all. Lord. It ain't got nothing to do with the feedback.
Oh my God.
Patrick, you said it's a message, right? You said it's the message.
Right. See, but look, so I don't know if y'all been picking up on this, like at this time of the year, everybody try to do their best behavior, as they call it at the end of the year. Everybody's trying to be on their best behavior, seasons, greetings and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
And
right.
Because see, it's hard for some people because of the lost loved ones that they have. But then they think about the love that they have lost. And then that make us more responsible. But why just do it at the last 2 months of the year? The only time if you're doing that is the last 2 months of the year, your energy is going to be thrown off in the first place.
Yes, it will be in the beginning.
Yep.
See, that's so I paid attention to you, Shonda, when you was like, hey, we're going to be doing retrograde for this amount of time. And like, I looked back and it was, this the first time that retrograde repeated itself 3 times though.
Patrick, it does that at the end of the year. When the year is exiting out. Because it's seeing what you learned, okay? You can't fool it, because it's your vibration. It's the things that you deal with day in and day out, okay? Say for instance, if you know something ain't working for you, you should correct it. If you see something that you don't like about yourself or what's going on around you, you should correct it. You don't try to, trick it, because you only tricking yourself. The same stuff that happened to you the year before, it comes right back around to slap you in your face again. So you have to be careful with the vibrations that you're putting out. Because if you know for a fact, like last year, if your car was breaking down and having all this car trouble and stuff, guess what, Patrick? It's going to happen again the next following year. If you had a raggedy car going in this time last year, guess what? You're going to have a raggedy car next year.
Yeah, that is true.
Hey, I see you and JD already didn't talked about this beforehand, right?
JD told the business.
I just know. No, I had to learn stuff, so I already know. I already witnessed stuff with retrograde. Yeah. Retrograde is really it's just a repeat of cycles. If you ain't learned, like you said, if you ain't learned nothing, guess what? It's coming right back around.
And that's why I tell them.
Yeah.
What I've learned the most is, guess what though? I'm not the go with the flow type of person.
You're not supposed to be.
And then a lot of people get upset with me because I'm not that type of person. You know what I'm saying? Because see, they want to control the tempo and then just like shut the fuck up and go with it. Excuse my language, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody's on their own vibration and wavelength. Sorry.
Right.
Sure do.
But I'm saying, like, they want to control the tempo when they don't even know their own tempo. You know what I'm saying? They don't know their own vibrations. They don't know their own frequency. So, I look at it, all right, there's a certain safety in security when people are around me. You know what I'm saying? Cause see, I'm gonna keep myself safe. So those around me, I let them enter into that safety that I've acquired over the years. You know what I'm saying? Because see, you know, it's some people that you know, they come in and then they'll steal, but it's some people that'll come in and actually add to you.
Now let me step in on that one, Patrick.
Go ahead.
Okay, when you saying steal and some people can come in to bring the vibration in, that is a known fact. Okay.
Right.
Because you can have, we call those in my spiritual work are they call energy vampires. Okay.
Okay.
They fun snatchers. Okay. Them the type of people that comes inside your space and knowing they got all this stuff around them and everything around them is tearing up. Okay.
Right.
But at the same time, some people know what they be doing when they come around you. They dislike you for real. They don't want to really have nothing to do with you. So they come around just to see what you're doing. Those are called energy vampires to me. Okay. And the ones that bring the enlightenment into you is people that take heat and kind of like awaken, but not fully awaken, but y'all can sort seeds together. That's what we call sorting seeds. Communication, you know what I'm saying? Like-minded people. You know, everybody's really like-minded if they were to do what they got to do for themselves and then they can understand you. But other than that, those are called energy vampires. They ain't doing nothing to help themselves.
Yep.
So every time they come around you in your space, they're bringing their negativity to your space because they're not doing anything to help their space.
Okay.
You get where I'm coming from?
Yes, ma'am.
So those are who you call energy vampires.
So could you tell me this? How do you identify energy vampire in your territory or in your spiritual space?
Okay, trust me, you will know. The ones that come around and you be like, oh, here they come.
That is very true.
Those ones say, oh my goodness, here they go. Oh my goodness. You know? And then it's the time they open their mouth, you would know.
Oh yeah.
People,
Lord.
you don't even got to know them to say, oh, here they come.
Right.
When they come in your space, with you being who you are and you know what you're trying to do for yourself, you're trying to stay away from the negativity. Okay? So from the time they open their mouth, you'll know if they real or not. You know what I'm saying? Or is they really trying to benefit you in some type of way or communicate with you in some type of way in a real communication? Because you know for a fact, everybody got it in them. Everybody got a gift within them to let them know when something is wrong and when something is right. It hits you in your gut. It goes to your heart. You know, certain things people can say to you, you don't supposed to allow things to go to your heart. And that's what I work with my clients with. Learn to tune things out. Don't let it go to your heart because that can tear up your whole environment. And it messes with your root chakra. Okay? Everything go out of alignment.
Right.
You don't. That's the purpose of me telling my clients, okay, keep your sage lit. When you're talking to people on the phone, keep your sage lit. So you know, if you know you're gonna be talking to certain people, that's how you know they're in your environment. Light your sage while you're on the phone and see how smoky get in your house.
Look, but this is the thing. They stole my sage.
Yeah, they did. But it's okay,
sage,
Patrick.
My shell, my feather. But don't they know that?
Yep.
I thought they knew that if somebody else's energy is on it, that was purchased with my sweat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Don't they know that it's the exact opposite of what they're going to get? You're not going to get abundance from it. You're not going to get blessed from it. Yep. It's a curse. Your gut is going to hurt for eating that food that I bought.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And then that's what I'm saying. Look, all right. So just like in Psalms, it says, let the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable in thy sight. Not acceptable to people that's in front of us, but acceptable in God's eyes. I'm talking about the real God, not just that superficial God. You know, some people have this superficial because, see, this is what I was speaking earlier about. You know, like it's the winter solstice on the 21st, right? Okay. And then the sun is at its lowest point at that day. See, so you're supposed to light your candle 2 hours before the sun goes down. So that's why I didn't light my candle yet, because I was like, well, here comes the winter solstice. And then they say Jesus is the light, or Christ is the light. So, and then when no such thing as a pagan tree in someone's house, all they did was burn the candle in the nighttime.
Yeah.
You burn the candle in the nighttime, you burn the sweet smell to God during the daytime, which would be calamus, frankincense, and myrrh. But then, see, being a high priest, a lot of people don't know this, but they go into someone that they call preacher. And then they don't know what kind of preacher they got. You know what I'm saying? This is a man.
Okay, man.
My bad.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Hold on. No, you good. Hey, we going to speak the truth on here now. If you want to speak, you speak. I'm not going to get in the way of what you're saying, but I'm just going to, go around, collaborate around.
Okay.
Okay, but we're not saying on here that we don't like pastors and preachers. Let's go and clear that up right now, okay?
Right.
Because me personally, the co-host right here, Shonda Divine Love and Light, think people need to go to church in order to get their faith. That's how you gravitate to get your faith. So when people say, I ain't going to church because of blase whatever, no. I tell people in my ministry that you should go to church because that's how you start. That's how you get your faith. Yeah. I understand that you don't understand nothing that's going in there. You're just sitting in there, okay? But it's outside people such as myself to help people that don't get it in the church, okay? So it's not just all about going inside walls, okay? Right. He's not going against the church system, so I'm clearing that up, okay? I feel energy, I do vibration, so I'm telling you.
No, I'm not. I'm not. Okay. I'm not going against the church. I'm not going against the people in the church or what it resides for. But know who's in there speaking in front of you, and use your intuitive, not just your brain that you use to think with, your intuition. Use your intuition on is this where I need to be? With your small inside voice, ask yourself, is this where I need to be to get my fulfillment, where my faith grows? Because I ain't throwing a seed on concrete and expecting it to grow.
Yeah, some pastors just you can't listen to every pastor.
Right.
Every pastor ain't got that spiritual set in them. They gonna
and
tell
some
you
people
something.
Just in it for the money though.
There you go. I'm about to say that too. Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell y'all too. Now get this. Now a lot of pastors say, "Don't come to people like me." What do you mean, people like me? What you mean? Who are you to tell somebody how to do their ministry and how? I don't tell you how to do yours.
Right.
Shonda Divine Love and Likes don't do cards. Okay, she don't do those.
Right.
She know what the worldly mind, the people that needs to see cards. Some people like to see cards.
Right, because they need some.
I cannot touch tarot cards, okay? I cannot touch tarot cards. Those cards that I deal with are strictly angel cards, whatever. They're called oracle cards, not tarot cards.
Oracle cards, yeah. It's a difference.
Yeah, that's what the name of them is. They angel and fairies and stuff like that.
Yeah, but then
anybody that come to me could tell you that I don't use cards when I'm looking you in your face, okay? I'm talking to you on the phone. So no, Shonda, I do not.
Shonda, look, this is what we've got away from. You remember when we was the last time I came and visited and I had my reading? Okay, remember we was talking about the folds in the ministries.
Yeah.
And then you are one of those people that would be in the fold of a ministry, but they don't want that anymore. They don't want the person that could see, the person that could hear, and the person that could speak the language of the angels and of God. See, because it would push what they say, like off Wizard of Oz, it would snatch the curtain down off of them, and then they'll see them for what they really are. Because they ain't being the person.
It's called a veil.
Yeah. Right.
It's called a veil.
Right. They would snatch the veil down off of them so they can see them who they really is. You know what I'm saying? Because see, you look at how they said, you have to come to God as if, just like Adam and Eve, when they used to be able to hear the voice of God. They were naked,
right.
not just fleshly naked.
That's what I was just getting ready to say.
You can't come to it. You have to be naked. That means everything that was worldly about you, and you only in the spirit form does God recognize your presence. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just because you take,
you gotta be pure. Yeah,
right.
You sure do.
And it's not about your total action. You think that all this stuff I take care of the needy, I do this right here, and then it talk about it, tell you all of this. How I know people haven't studied and showed their self-approved though. You know what I'm saying? Y'all so many people got great credit out here. It's ridiculous. You know, they're approved at the bank, but they disapproved in the heavenly realm, and then wondering why their life's still falling apart.
Okay, now that goes back to what I said about the candle work. Right. And then you got some people like to be saying, well, God got me. I'll be saying, okay then, God got you, right? Right. Oh, he got you. Jesus gonna show me the way. Okay, so what is you gonna do for you to help them show you the light? Because you ain't see the light until you do the things that you need to do to get this stuff off around you first.
See,
that you was born with.
So this is what I'm saying. Even though I have opposing energies in here, trying to keep themselves relevant, as I say, because see, no matter how hard they try, they're gonna get tired before I do. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna get tired before I do, because see how they trying to rearrange stuff and put it like they want it to go. But in reality, what happens is they make the mistake of thinking that they're worshiping a real God. See, it's dual prophecies in this book. And then see, you can't have a pastor without having somebody like Shonda Divine Love and Light. You can't.
No, you can't. No, you
gotta
cannot.
have both of them. You gotta have both of them. You can't have one without the other. You know what I'm saying? You can't have one without the other. Now the pastor may come up and he'll say these scriptures to you and stuff like that. But okay, those are the tools that you're supposed to use. But you have to go to Shonda to try to find out how to use those tools to make your life more equipped in working for the greater good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of be like, okay, now I got this scripture, and this scripture from pastor. Now how I use these.
And Shonda gonna tell you, Shonda Divine Love and Light gonna tell you she ain't never read the Bible. They wouldn't even allow me to. See, you know why? Because I can quote that Bible back and forth if I wanted to. And when you come to me and you speak a Bible scripture to me, I'm gonna have a word for that Bible scripture.
See, that's what it's for.
I tried it. I tried it before.
So that's handed. So that's when they say hold hands and pray. See, that's hand in hand right there. That's two folds to a ministry right there. But then they wondering church, because see, you keep on walking this thing called money in there, and we all know the money comes from the world. And then it ain't no spiritual people because to cover that blood stain that's on.
And they say money is evil too. Don't leave that out. Money is not evil. Money is energy. It is energy. Money just want to be loved.
But there's no one there to cover the energy. It is no one there to cover the negative energy that's strong enough to cover the negative energy that money walks into the building. You know, some of these people have passed away and they're too old, could I say spiritually too tired to try to put up a defense against it anymore. You know what I'm saying? Money is a tool that it's supposed to do what we say. I see the other way around. Motherfuckers doing it. Excuse me. People are doing what their money.
Lord.
People are doing what money tell them to do. People are doing what money tell them to do. You know what I'm saying? You compromise your dignity and integrity for some money. Like if I'm at work and someone talks to me derogatory, you know, in a negative way or condescending way, then I have a problem. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because this money is not worth the things that God gave me.
That's right.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? The freedom of speech and free mind and to think how I want to about any situation. You can't take that away from me. And if you try to, you know what that's punishable by? That's what it at the beginning of the book. Now tell them, come on with that scared business, and I tell them how much I ain't afraid.
Now I want to say one more thing too. I knew a guy, right? You know how they tell us not to come to people like me? Okay, yeah. I'm not of no demons. I'm none of that. I am so disciplined to it's just ridiculous, okay? I am disciplined to the point that I have to, when I find out or realize that I'm just straight and narrow. I'm not a drinker, I'm not a smoker, I don't do nothing, okay? I don't even listen to the radio. I don't know what's new out here. I don't know nothing. Okay? Only thing I know is that I sit here day by day helping people with their lives. I have helped over thousands of people with their lives within this short period of time of me coming all the way into my true self. Is nobody that has not bear fruit from my what I do and has not woken up to a good life. So what I'm saying is, how could you tell somebody not to come to someone like me? Who are you to tell them not to come to me? When mainly y'all going behind backs of y'all ministries and going at nighttime to talk to people about what's going on in the congregation. Ooh. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that though? Hey, did y'all know that though? Huh? Hey. And how could you sit up and say that I'm doing something that I don't supposed to be doing because I'm not in church doing it? Like I said, I'm for the outside people that don't get it in the inside.
Right. So, or the ones that don't want to go for their very reason.
So I don't want nobody pulling away from God. When I talk to my clients and I'm helping them with their path, what they came here for to correct, I'm here to help them correct their lives, and I'm not to mess with nobody will. No, Shonda don't mess with nobody will. Okay? So when they come to me and they tell me, I want to work on myself, I'll be saying it's going to be a lot of tears in this. You're going to have to stick with it. It's going to be a lot of things that play with your head, but I'm here. And she can witness. It's not always about the money with me. It's not that. Yep. I'm going to hold your hand. I'm going to hold your hand. And I'm going to make sure you get it.
Right.
Sure is.
See, but then this is why you're here, because see, some people don't know where to get the guidance from. Yep. You're guided. Just because of your age doesn't mean that you are an elder.
Correct.
Where they get that from? You're just the older person, not the elder person. Elder means the smart ones, the wisdom. They always reference wisdom to a woman. You know why? Because she do more intuitive thinking.
Yep.
And our women have got away from doing that intuitive thinking, because the reason why they're not in sync with their children or in sync with their mate is because you're not using your intuition. They're using their womanly wiles to get what they want.
There you go.
TNA. Yep. But you ain't using your intuition, so you can't attract a good man, as they say. Any man is a good man if he want to be. Yep. He don't want to be the good man.
But what I'm saying too, Patrick, let me go right here, because Spirit told me to step in. Let me say this here. Once again, like I stated, on the black candle and white candle episode, you cannot, I repeat, please do not put work around men. Don't, I got boys, okay? And the men that you dating has mothers too. Nobody wants to see their kids under a curse or a spell. We are simply here, y'all. We are simply here to correct the things that we done wrong. That's all. And you're a part of that spiritual cycle in a circle. So that's why you was able to come in contact with that person, to be with them in another relationship with them. It's called past life stuff, okay? And you had some things to correct with that person. And maybe they hurted your heart in a past life and gave you unacquitted love. And you getting it again in this cycle because why? You didn't get it right in this cycle either. So you're going to have to recycle back here again and do it again.
Hey, so look, I got a question. So for those who think that reincarnation doesn't happen,
it does.
They act like I tried to, I not even an argument, but I was just letting them know, and I let it go that God don't manufacture new spirits.
Oh, no.
It's the same soul.
Yeah.
The same thing. He don't manufacture new spirits.
Patrick, I got one.
Saying?
No, I got one. Yeah. Okay, now listen at this now. Okay, I'm glad you said that. Oh my God, I'm so glad you said that. Because y'all sit here and y'all go to church, but you still ain't listening. Everything I'm saying still is what you learned in church.
Yep.
But listen to me. But listen. Now, they always tell y'all in church that you coming back to correct stuff. So that's reincarnation.
Yep. That's a repeat of your
spirit wanted me to tell you. Spirit wanted me to come out and say that. Okay?
Oh, Lord.
So
people need to hear
that. Being a spiritual being and then knowing who you are spiritually connected to. Some people have been, you got to think about it. You're somebody else in someone else's life. You may not be the main focal point in their life, but you might be one of the cells, just even if you're just a stitch in one of their cells.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If you're in just a stitch in one of their cells just to help them get to where they're going, you might just be what they call a breath of fresh air.
Right.
And they call
it
will
be. Because that goes back to what you said, Patrick. It goes back to what you said in the beginning. You said you was talking about energy vampires and people to bring things in your life.
Right.
That's an example right there, what you just said.
Right. Because some people, they say stay away from the stagnant.
That's
it. You know what I'm saying? They say stay away from the stagnant. People who always do the same thing and all the time. Christmas is never supposed to be, or the holidays, the holy days aren't supposed to be the same things every year because they say don't get stuck in tradition.
Yeah.
And people are afraid of change.
Yeah, they all.
You know what I'm saying? You're afraid to change for the best.
But it is a lot of people, though. It is a lot of people that's looking for that change, though. They is, but they are afraid.
They don't know how.
But they are afraid, though. They are afraid of what somebody else is going to
because
say.
they're missing. They're missing the part of the ministry that, like earlier this year, I was like, "Hey, what if y'all haven't been talking to your mystics?" And they like, who? What? You know what I'm saying? They act like they don't know who I'm talking about. I'm like, dang, y'all crazy. You know, and then, you know, is it like a mystical creature? Like there are people who have nymph magic.
They're here. They're here.
Something wrong with your... Like men going to take those erectile dysfunction pills. No, you just go to one of those women that got nymph magic. She'll turn you back on.
What in the
okay,
world?
Patrick, now let me go back. Now you can't be saying this stuff. These folks trying to learn. Now they don't know nothing about that. Right. You gotta break that down. Break it down in terms, because you lost me too.
Okay.
Yeah, I got lost real quick.
Okay. All right, so you know what a nymph is, right?
Okay, first of all, let me say this before. Hold on, let me say this, okay? When you saying myth, let me break some stuff down because Spirit telling me to go on and put it out there, okay? What he talking about is like, y'all just don't understand. You could be living in the house with a person that's in another form that they don't even know they in, okay? I have actually seen people for who is sitting right in front of them in the midst of doing readings to a whole table full of people. You cannot hide from me. I'm going to know exactly who you are. Shonda Divine going to know who you is, okay? This woman, I seen her. What he mean is that I seen this woman as clear as day while I was giving a reading to somebody, just talking to him face to face. And I seen this woman, I ain't never looked at her like that, none of that. This lady was a whole freaking fairy, y'all. Not a fairy, but a, what you call it? Yeah, a fairy.
A fairy, yeah.
Yeah, like a fairy that someday cast out. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, because he is a nymph and it's a fairy. It's two different ones. The nymph doesn't have any wings.
Oh.
A nymph doesn't have wings. Fairies have wings.
Yeah, they have wings.
But no, the myth, well, she that one, the one you said, the myth, whatever you said, she ain't have no wings now.
No,
but he ain't crazy though, because my baby, she got little small angel wings on her back. I did see that because I can see aura, okay?
See, so when you deal with like a nymph, you gotta look at a nympho, someone who they just can't stop having sex. They have nymph magic on them.
Those are called sex demons. Let's say sex.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's a sex demon.
No. It's a person that is strictly out here just based upon libido.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. They call sex demons.
Sex demons. That's the name.
Everybody ain't got a sex demon that has a strong libido. See,
I get what you're saying, Patrick, but that in the spiritual world, that's what they call it, sex demons.
Yeah.
Well,
but you entitled to call it whatever you want. Sean the Divine Love and Light don't judge nobody. Sean the Divine Love and Light don't see them but skittles and rainbows. Okay,
Lord.
Skittles and rainbows. That's all she see. I ain't lying. I only see good in everybody. Okay, I don't care if you make me mad.
She got a sugary and sweet out here. She got a sugary and sweet, and most people don't drink that.
Oh my God.
What you trying to say, Patrick?
Most people don't drink that. Most people want the bitter part of life.
But no, not everybody. They won't.
Everybody don't want no bitter.
Oh, but let me explain. Let me say something about that too. Let me say something about that, Patrick. Okay, now I'm glad you just coming in with it. Let me help you out with this.
Right.
Okay, Patrick. Now I'm gonna tell you something about what you just said. Okay. So when you say that. People, they done things in the past life. You get what I'm saying? The ones that you see on drugs and stuff like that, it's a by chance they gonna go on drugs. People don't understand, like, dang, them mother just started doing drugs out of nowhere. Like, what the world? Okay, he's coming back to that. It's gonna come in that point of time, like retro. It comes back around, Patrick. It ain't that they want this for their life. You get what I'm saying? You see people out here, you think that's crazy, baby. They ain't crazy. They know not to cross that road. I can tell you that when I call them. Those folks are not crazy. Those are people that's supposed to be doing work just like I was, and they was running from it. I know this.
Well,
but they're smart. They're the smartest people you want to talk to when you go up and talk to them. I promise.
Look, well, I know this, though, that it's certain people that you go to for certain things. Okay? If it's like, you know how certain people go through certain things like relationship issues.
Yeah.
People that you could talk to that they got that kind of a spirit that to give good guidance with it.
Yeah, like a guidance counselor.
You know, right. But then see, it's certain people that you can go to and they just got a generalized way of looking at life.
Yep, and that's
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they have.
Go ahead, man.
Okay.
My bad.
Okay.
Y'all feel on bad. What I'm gonna do with y'all all?
I can see Skittles and rainbows. Everybody says she don't never see nothing wrong or nothing bad about nobody. No, I do not.
Well, I can't say that. I can't say that. Sometimes I feel like Constantine and be like, "Woo, that's a bad demon. Let me get the hell away from here."
Oh my God.
That ain't true. It ain't true.
Man, yes, I be seeing them. God. Yeah, they is.
Everybody,
you better cover yourself up. You better cover yourself out.
Everybody ain't bad.
Yeah, They ain't bad. They ain't bad, but that show is they need to cover up their monster. Then
Patrick, Skittles and rainbows.
No, Nick, no. No Skittles and no rainbow. They perverted the rainbow, so no rainbow.
We need all the rainbow.
They perverted the rainbow.
Hey, JD.
They perverted the rainbow.
Taste the Skittles. The bite-sized Skittles. That's all Shonda Divine is. Skittles and rainbows.
I don't want them.
Okay, Patrick. Now let's get back down to it. Now, what was you saying? You forgot, didn't you?
No.
Okay, well, let's get it.
See, look. See, so if you have the nymph magic to where you turn people on when people see you, they're aroused in any shape, form, or fashion. That means nymph magic is present.
That's true too.
See, sometimes sex magic is the most simplest form of magic. You know, when women wear bustiers and have their titties sitting up in some man's face and stuff like that, she wants to arouse or attract a man. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They don't know that heels are made in that form at the 45th to 45-degree angle to push the hind part up to make it look more appealing to a man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when you do those things, they're a part of the sex magic. See, the reason why I tell them that their English isn't up to par is because, see, if you look at the word angels and then you have angles, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If you look at this woman might not have a big booty when you look straight at it.
Oh my God!
But when she turns sideways, it shows look a certain type of way to it.
And he blowing it out the water. He telling you about the angles and everything. He trying to tell you something.
I know.
So therefore, you have a lot of people about depth perception. See, most people are attracted to the intellect. Depends on how deep it is. Mm-hmm. That's why they asked that Keith Sweat. The Bee Gees made that song, "How Deep Is Your Love?" You know what I'm saying? Is your love deep enough?
Yeah, but guess what? Okay, now, I'm coming up with something in my next episode, Patrick. If you want to join me next Tuesday, not next Tuesday because I have another guest coming on for the next following week, and I want to elaborate around the love thing. Okay.
Yeah, that's what's up.
So,
but yeah, I just look at it like, it's people out here have strong points and knowing how to reach out to each other's strong points.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then having it all be inside of what they call a proverbial church.
Yeah.
Not a building, but the people are the church, right? Mm-hmm. So if I know your strong points and I know your weak points. You know what I'm saying? So if I keep going to you and I'm at my weak point when it comes to, let's say, finances, then I need to be much of a leader to know someone who's strong enough financially to put you with them.
Right.
So therefore you'll break those financial curses off of it.
And Patrick, and let them know when I tell you not to do something, what it means. Don't what?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
What happens when you do it?
Hey, it come back to get you now. It'll be there.
It'll be there in the same second. It don't be 3 weeks later or a day later.
Right. I'm talking about, like, I just seen. My thing is this: how many people nowadays are mad at? Hey, how you doing? Because see, they got that green on them. Jealous, envy.
Yeah. Oh, envy.
All
now when you say